There's this idea that is literally all around us, is on our mantles, it's all over our social media, it's in every single gift shop you've ever been to. It's so common, we just kind of tune it out. But when you try to pin it down, it's surprisingly slippery. Today, we're diving deep into kitsch. Let's start with a little pop quiz. Take a look at these three things. A garden gnome, that iconic hang-in-there kitten poster, and, a classic snow globe from a vacation spot. What on earth could these things possibly share? At first glance, absolutely nothing, right? But there's a really powerful idea that links all of them. Any ideas what it is?
To figure out that connection, we're going to need a key. And for us, that key is a really brilliant metaphor that just gets right to the heart of it all. The perfect meal. Think of this as our secret decoder ring for a huge part of our culture.
Okay, so imagine any experience has two sides. On one hand, you've got the pleasant part, right? The eating. It's satisfying, it's simple, it feels good right away. It's that perfect family photo where everyone's got a big, happy smile. But then, there's the other side. The messy reality that's always hidden. The complexity. The fight the family had 2 minutes before the picture was taken. All the nuance and sadness. It's the entire complicated digestive process, not just the tasty meal. And there you have it. That's our answer. Kitsch is basically anything that serves you up the delicious happy meal and works really, really hard to pretend the messy biological follow-up doesn't even exist. It's a perfect, sanitized, easy-to-swallow version of life. The gnome, the kitten, the snow globe, they all just give us that simple, uncomplicated good feeling.
All right, so we've got the core concept. Now let's get a little more specific. Let's actually break down the formula, because it really is a formula, that kitsch uses to make us feel good with almost zero effort.
So what are we really talking about? At its heart, kitsch is stuff that's built on a foundation of super-calculated, over-the-top emotion. It's designed to give you an immediate, easy emotional payoff. And yeah, for a long time, the conversation was all about poor taste. But that's not really the whole picture anymore, especially now that irony has entered the chat. And it turns out, there's a pretty reliable recipe for this stuff. A kind of 4-ingredient checklist. First, you need a heavy dose of sentimentality. It goes right for those big, simple emotions, like nostalgia. Next, it's got to be formulaic, using cliches we all recognize instantly so our brains don't have to work. Third, it's imitative. It often kind of looks like high art, but it's been watered down for easy consumption. And finally, it's almost always mass-produced. It's made to be sold, not to be a unique masterpiece.
But that brings up a huge question, doesn't it? If kitsch is so formulaic, so cheesy, why on earth do we love it? Why is it so popular? Well, the answer is all about the psychology of comfort.
Honestly, the easiest way to think about it is this. Kitsch is mental fast food. It's cheap, it's everywhere, it gives you that quick little hit of satisfaction, and it asks absolutely nothing of you in return. It's meant to be consumed, not contemplated.
And our attraction to it is actually pretty deep. It starts with just our biology. Our brains are literally hardwired to take the easy path to a pleasant feeling. And kitsch is like an emotional superhighway. It's also a social shortcut, right? Liking the same kitschy stuff as other people gives you an instant feeling of belonging. And on top of all that, we are swimming in it. Advertising and social media bombard us with these perfect, simple versions of life. Which means to actually see kitsch for what it is, you have to kind of question yourself and your own desire for easy answers, which can be, uncomfortable.
And really, it all boils down to this. When we embrace kitsch, whether we know it or not, we're making a choice. We're picking the cozy comfort of a simple, pretty lie over the often difficult, messy, and uncomfortable truth.
Okay, but is that lie really so bad? Is it just some harmless fun, or is it something a little more manipulative? This is where we get into the really big, decades-long debate about kitsch.
The arguments here get pretty intense. On one side, you have critics who see it as a kind of emotional cheating. They argue that, at its worst, kitsch can even be a tool for propaganda, using those simple, heroic images to manipulate people. But the other side says, hold on. Kitsch is democratic. It's art for everyone, not just some small group of elites. It can be a source of real ironic joy, or even a way to show genuine, heartfelt affection.
And this is a good spot to clear something up, because people get these terms mixed up all the time. Kitsch is usually sincere. Think of someone who genuinely loves their collection of Precious Moments figurines. Camp is when you appreciate something because it's so exaggerated and over the top. It's that so bad it's good feeling. And retro is just a style that copies the recent past. It can be kitschy, for sure, but it doesn't have to be. So where does that leave us today? Oh, kitsch is alive and well, my friends. I mean, think about internet memes. Aren't they the perfect digital kitsch? They're formulaic. They give a simple emotional punch, and they're mass-produced. Or think about aesthetic trends like cottagecore, which take old-school kitschy ideas and make them cool again. And let's not forget the entire as-seen-on-TV world. The Snuggie is pure, uncut, 21st century kitsch.
Okay, so we've defined it, we've figured out why we're drawn to it, and we've heard both sides of the big debate. So there's really only one thing left to do now, and that's to turn the spotlight back on all of us.
Now that you know what to look for, here's my question for you. What's your garden gnome? What's that one kitschy thing that you just love, whether you admit it or not? And here's the real kicker. How do you love it? Is it with pure, unironic sincerity or with a little bit of a knowing, self-aware wink? Something to think about.